Man takes revenge on Kyoto Animation, burns it to the ground. Hello everyone, this is Mr. Obvious, bringing you the obvious. And today, on sci-fi.com, as well as other websites. So, an arsonist attack at Japan's Kyoani, also known as Kyoto Animation, kills 33. Kyoani is simply the abbreviation. So, there's honestly a lot I want to talk about in this video. Kyoani is an anime adaptation studio. It's one of the most famous ones. They produced a lot of anime in the past, like Haruhi Suzumiya, some of which you may know of. The unthinkable has hit Kyoani. At least 33 people were killed Thursday after an arsonist set fire to the building at Japan's Kyoto Animation, the studio for such popular anime series as Full Metal Panic, K-On!, and The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya, and performing contract work for Studio Ghibli. Per Variety citing Japanese public broadcaster NHK, a 41-year-old man who was hospitalized for burns is now in custody after admitting he sprayed flammable liquid around the 3-story building, sparking a blaze and subsequent explosion on the first floor. So when talking about Kyoani, there's a lot of things I feel like I need to mention. Now, I'm just going to make it clear right now. I do not like Kyoani. I have never liked them. And when I was introduced to Kyoani and some of the work they did, this only increased over time. Let me explain. Here you can see this Reddit post on r/anime. Male worker expresses gender equality issue in Kyoani. Summary on this work search website. A 2015 worker review said there is gender inequality issue at Kyoto Animation, as the studio has a 2 to 7 male to female ratio. In other words, for every 2 males at the company, there are 7 females. Much of the important work are assigned to the female worker, and the male workers are doing minuscule tasks. Many male workers had resigned due to being unable to advance their position. Sounds like a feminist paradise. So for those of you who don't know, Kyoani is different from other animation studios. Kyoani itself is full of female staff, and they're very proud of this fact. In fact, many of the people working at Kyoani are self-described feminists. I remember a long time ago when I was hearing a little bit about K-On!, and one of the female staffers said in an interview, "We don't feel the need to have fan service in this anime. The characters are cute. Their behavior is the fan service." Do it, Obvious! Pimp slapper! Do it! Needless to say, this comment alone was enough to enrage my soul. Fan service is the character's behavior? Who more than a female could think something so absurd? No man thinks that fan service can be replaced by mere character autism. And when you really look at the behavior of the characters that Kyoani produces, tism is truly the best description. Now, you may be thinking, oh, so what? They're full of women, they're full of feminists. They've produced anime that I enjoy. Isn't that enough? For me, it's not, because it's hard to enjoy an anime that I know is completely filler. For example, let's just go over the few anime that Kyoani has produced. This picture you may recognize from Kyokai no Katana. It was an anime about spirits and a girl can manipulate blood, yada yada yada. Here are the characters: the main character, the female main character, and female side character, and a male side character who is subsequently the main character's best friend. Well, here's a little news flash for you, buddy. As far as I can tell, these 2 characters never existed. What do you mean they didn't exist? I mean that Kyoani has a habit of creating entire filler storylines with filler characters and often self-insert delusions. Kyoani's works are like fanfics. They insert all of this garbage into shows thinking that they know better. I have yet to see a single cover of Beyond the Boundary that actually has these characters that never existed. What about another good example? Love, Chinyobyu, and Other Delusions, a well-loved series. Well, you'll be surprised to know, this is the main character. I believe her name is Rika. This is another character, this is another character, this is another character. No, I'm not sure about this one, but I'm fairly certain that these characters never existed. They're not in the source material. I repeat, they're not in the source material. Beyond the Boundary itself had an entire filler storyline that never happened. And I know 100% for sure that season 2 of Love and Other Delusions, this character never existed. She's literally central to the plot of the entire 2nd season, and she never existed, ever. Oh, but if only that were the only reason. My true hatred for Kyoani came to be when they made that anime, Free, otherwise known as the gay swimming anime. And for that it was rippling with female lust and desire for muscled men who swim. I'm not even sure if this was faithfully adapted. I really doubt it. And I'll be the first to say, Kyoani only makes good anime when they adapt a story and they actually stick to the storyline. Hyoka is a good example, Clanad another. When they make up their own characters and their own storylines, it's trash. It's absolutely trash. It's either homoerotica or Yuri. And speaking of Yuri, Kyoani's fetish for Yuri is exactly why the arsonist burned them to the ground. So we're going to take a visit to Hacker 4chan on the A board, which is for anime. Here Anon says, the guy was batshit and posted this on 2chan before image on 2chan telling people not to come to Kyoto Animation. Some of you all right. Don't come to Kyoto Animation tomorrow. Also, he detests the Mo shit, even though he says Hibiki Euphorium ruined his life. So, some Japanese man, right, living in Japan. Kyoani is very well known for their Mo art. What is Mo? It's kind of like cutesy, cute. That is so Mo. Some of it is up for interpretation, but cute will suffice, and Kyoani likes to make everything cutesy-dootsy. Basically, this man was angry. They ruined yet another anime. However, he was also just mad because, they took out the Yuri bait. Yuri is girl on girl. And as the studio's full of a lot of feminists, you can imagine a lot of them are really into girl on girl stuff. A lot of mindless rambling on the inner thoughts, mostly that don't make sense. He's trying to be pretentious and poetic. He lists a bunch of Kyoto Animation offices. He gives the order in which he's going to carry out the attack, listing the stations on the way from Kanto. He talks about Kyoani being sucked up in Mo, and that the baritone sax from Hibiki ruined his life and can't be forgiven. Some of you guys are alright. Don't go to JC staff tomorrow. Anon says, Yuri figs are known for being very violent, so this is to be expected. Anon says, get mad about an anime. Go to a building and set the whole place on fire. Personally dousing people who try to flee in gasoline and watch them burn. Imagine being this effing crazy. Anon replies, imagine being this effing based. Fix it for you. That is so wrong. Anon says, good Christ, sir. This is the best and worst thing I've read all day. Anon says, to be fair, Hibiki Euphorium was pretty bad, and saxophones are necessary. They ruin everything they touch. The scourge of Kyoani is no more. Here, and Anon laughs, likes Yuri, hates Mo, and I actually believe it's something like Moe. Anon says, why couldn't he just chill and enjoy the music? Jazz for your soul. Anon's upgraded this meme. So here Anon makes a good point. Back when they made Free, I kept saying that at some point, some crazy fan is going to do some stupid shit because they betrayed him. And Hibiki movie pissed off a ton of people. It was seriously like asking for trouble. Everybody knows how crazy hardcore otaku can be. Now, I haven't seen the movie. However, just from this Anon's comments about Free, which I hated, and about the comments about the movie, I can only assume Kyoani did what it does best. It created a filler storyline, it messed with characters, it inserted its own degeneracy, because that's what Kyoani does. The women in there have the tism, and they're also feminists. They shove cutesy-dootsy bullcrap where it doesn't belong, and basically, they're just terrible. They're just terrible. Okay, so Anon says here, this is why people were mad. And this is also kind of Kyoani's fault. So Anon says, series gets popular only thanks to Yuri pandering. So the first season, they inserted a lot of the Yuri degeneracy. And then in the second season, they dropped it. In the movie, the MC got a boyfriend. This pissed off a lot of people. So for normal people like myself, who doesn't like Yuri, I really don't. Forced Yuri, yes. But Yuri in general is boring to me. I do not like it. This man did. He loved Yuri. He was a Yuri fig, just like the people working at Kyoani. And when they actually took a step back and made the character straight, he lost his mind, as did a lot of people. Here Anon says, hates Moe, kill Neo Kyoani. This is the kind of hilarious, considering how Kyoani has been making Fujo shit. Basically, women who are into Yuri, which is exactly Kyoani in a nutshell. For the past decade, can't wait for Yamada to reunite with Horiguchi to revive Kyoani by bringing back the Kyoin magic. So I think you're starting to see by now the full picture of why this went down And, I don't know how many offices Kyoani has, but with any luck, maybe the studio won't be garbage now. But that's wishing for too much. I'm sure Kyoani will continue on its path of degeneracy. And I think the best way to sum up this story is with the following comment. Anon says, 33 people had to die because a fictional character from a music anime was not made a lesbian. The 21st century was a mistake, but that's merely the obvious. Well, that's all for now, folks. What do you think about Kyoani being burned to the ground? Do you feel sorry for them? Do you have sympathy for this animation studio? Perhaps they are one of your favorites. Perhaps not. Be sure to let me know either way. Now, as I am demonetized every time I upload a video, you can support me by joining me on Patreon or Subscribestar for as low as $1. There are different tiers, you can choose whatever you wish. Doing so will get you access to Fight Club, a private Discord server. You can also check my affiliate link in the description, which has physical products, if you would like to show support that way. You can also donate via PayPal. Lastly, because websites are no longer sharing red-pilled content, you can help out by posting videos that you like on social media. As always, thanks for watching. This has been Mr. Obvious, and I'll see you all next time.